incumbent company abuse that could put Oregon businesses out of business.
When we started implementing the healthcare reform legislation,
Thank you.
If you thought that answer was complex, try reading 2,400 pages of the health. I don't believe, Congressman, you read the bill. I don't know how you could when it was given to you with less than 72 hours notice before you had to vote on it. You mentioned throughout that week back in March that you didn't know how you were going to vote. In fact, you told constituents who were calling your office that they had to wait to see how you were going to vote on Sunday night. Then less than 2 weeks after the vote, you appeared here in Portland, an event that I attended, and you indicated you didn't know what all the hullabaloo was about. In 50 years we'll look back and say to ourselves, that was a great piece of legislation. If it was that easy, why did it take you so long to tell the voters how you felt about this issue? Now, the health care reform is something I've always been a supporter of. This legislation was passed by Congress. They are the ones who are responsible for casting those votes. But I don't understand how you can increase access but not reduce cost. The real reason I've opposed that bill is because it did just that. It increased access without approaching cost. If I work with the Portland Trailblazers as a quick example, and I go into their arena, and they ask me, Rod, look, we have half the seats empty. What are we going to do to fill up the rest? The first question I would pose is, what are you charging for your tickets? If they say $200 a piece, I would say lower the cost. You'll give people more access to Blazer games. It seems like a pretty simple business concept. Congress is instead answering to the interests of special interests, not the interests of voters. I'm convinced and convicted to go back to Congress and start over on health care reform.
Nice. Woohoo!